All righty, Sal and Saida, do we have you there? And again, I know a lot of people are joining our webinar platform. I'm going to try to get Sal and Saida here on the speaker line. So give me a couple seconds. We will get underway.
Okay, and now I think we're good because I turned off the.
Yeah, you sound good now. So we got people continuing to join the platform here. And I know that we have hit the top of the hour. So I don't know if you want to give any welcoming words, and then I will launch into the webinar.
I do. Oh, first and foremost, welcome everyone to the very first of our team's Zoom webinar for this travel opportunity that's allowing so many people to access travel right now and not have to wait until they have gray hair or missing teeth or in their retirement or not in their youth or not in their prime to go and see the world, create memories, and have gorgeous, gorgeous experiences that they can say that they have a fulfilling life, because as much as materialistic things matter, having these experiences is what moves the soul, is what creates a fulfilling life. And that's exactly what we have here, is an opportunity where we can create a life and design a life that we literally don't need a vacation from, because that life is a vacation. The entire journey that we have with this company is a vacation. So looking forward to everything that has to offer. And I want to announce something at the beginning of this call, which is thanks to this company, I've been able to do something that I've always wanted to do, which is book a trip to Thailand. And that has been made official last night, because this company offers 3 free vacations as soon as you sign up. And guess what? One of them is in Thailand. It is 7 nights, 8 days, and a 5-star resort. And I saw the pictures and I was already drooling. And that's exactly what we're going to be sharing with you guys, how you can do the same. And of course, once I'm in Thailand, you'll be seeing stunning pictures and videos and live streams from there. So stay tuned, open up your ears, take some time, because what you're about to hear can completely change the rest of your life. I had somebody call me today out of the blue, said, "Hey Sal, I just got out of my work. I hate working there. I feel like just walking out and not coming back." And he didn't know about the travel opportunity, but I'm glad that he called, because he's someone that is a testament to what life can feel like if you're not doing something that you truly enjoy. And here we have something that you can jump out of bed and feel like, wow, I get paid to do this? Like that's how I feel. So I was actually telling Saida the other day that I can't believe we get paid to do this. So open up your ears, open up your minds, and the possibilities of a reality that most people can only dream about. I'll let Todd, the #1 income earner of P2S, cover the topics of everything here, from the opportunity to the strategies to what made him the king of the hill, as well as if it wasn't for Todd and his leadership, Saida and I would not be here. So we have extreme amounts of gratitude to this person that has been so kind, so helpful, and allowed us to see the big picture here. And we actually got a chance to meet Todd in person at Vegas. And you guys might have seen an interview that we did with Todd, which was stunning. He is incredible at what he does. He has the voice of Jehovah, because it's just such an incredible voice of what's possible here. And I want him to take over and share with you the vision of what this company is offering and the lifestyle that we can all create together. Todd, thank you for having us here and doing this for our team and the people that are wanting to change their lives through an opportunity that's allowing them to create a life that most people only fantasize about.
I appreciate that, Sal. I'm fired up to be here for the inaugural webinar for Sal and Saida. Of course, we've gotten to spend some time with them. They flew out to Vegas, as he mentioned. I'm absolutely fired up. You're going to Thailand, taking the free vacation there. I know that's going to be incredible. They're actually going to visit both of the resorts. There's 2 different resorts in Thailand, and they're staying at one, for the 7 days for free, but they're going to go visit the other and just take pictures and kind of do the documentation so that you guys can see how incredible that is. I know Dan Stevens asked if we're recording. We are going to record this. In fact, I just hit record just now. So I do want to jump into this without any further preamble, give you guys a good sense as to who we are, where we're going, why we're exploding, and of course, why you might want to participate. From my wife, Jean, and I, this has just been an absolute, just breathtaking, got to pinch ourselves type of an experience. We got started here during the pre-launch, just like all of you. We only knew one person outside of the United States when we got started. We told a few, who told a few, who told a few. Next thing we knew, we had a team in South Korea, Hong Kong, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, the UK. We had a group. I had no idea what that was. Had to look it up on a map. We had people, we got a booming group in the Solomon Islands, Philippines, Canada. And so I say all that not to impress you, but to impress upon you that hey, this is a global endeavor and it can jump from one continent to the next in a hurry. Because I didn't know anybody in any of those countries. Our team just kind of spread there, just kind of organically from someone telling someone who told someone. Now, one of the reasons we're growing so fast is because we now live in what I call the gig economy. And sometimes you can kind of define an era, based on the economy of the time. We used to call it the industrial age, and then we had the information age. Well, they're calling this the gig economy. And we're seeing, obviously, tons and tons of, people who are kind of looking for a little side part-time venture. In fact, if you look at all the companies that are growing like by leaps and bounds, iconic companies, whether we're talking Uber, whether we're talking Lyft, whether we're talking eBay, Amazon, YouTube, PayPal, Etsy, these are, Square, these are all companies who've taken, part of or recognizing that the individual is looking for a chance to make money. So let me give you an example. When you think about Uber, they're now worth $50 billion, and they've only been around for a handful of years, and they don't own one single car, not one. Instead, they gave the individual a chance to use their own car to make some money, and they revolutionized an industry. When you think about Airbnb, they're worth $25 billion in record time, and they don't own one single hotel room. Instead, they gave the average person a chance to rent out a spare bedroom, a room above the garage to make some extra cash. When you think about eBay, that was nothing more than giving individuals, independent, small-time people like all of us, a chance to sell our stuff on their platform and make some money. When you think about PayPal, hey, that was nothing more than a company who got started to help all those individuals, process credit cards. Because, these people, they didn't have credit card processing. They weren't, regular businesses. They were people kind of from their home just kind of selling some stuff. When you think about YouTube, over 5 billion videos are watched every single day. But where do those 5 billion videos come from? They come from people like you and I. We put our videos on there and we hope to make a little ad revenue based on if that video goes viral or whatever it might be. And then finally, Amazon. We all know how big Amazon is, but a lot of people don't realize that over 50% of the sales on Amazon come from third-party independent people. And so again, these are all companies that have just boomed because they're giving individuals a chance to make some extra money. So the question then becomes, what is the next big thing? And I'm here to suggest to you tonight that the next big thing is the travel space, because travel happens to be the single largest industry in the world. In fact, if you were to take the number 2 industry in the world, combine that with the number 3 industry in the world, and then combine that yet again with the number 4 industry in the world, you're going to find that 2, 3, and 4 combined do not add up to the size of the $8 trillion travel space. And so travel is not only the biggest, it's on its way to $15 trillion in the next 10 years. It is growing by incredible pace. And so one of the secrets to wealth is find an industry that is growing at the rate I want to grow. Find an industry that is going to boom, whether I get involved or not, and then say, hey, how do I get involved and become a conduit to it? And how do I get in front of that, and get a part of it? And then finally, you want to find something that's not a fad. You're going to find something that's not here today, gone tomorrow. And so when you look at the travel space, you can go back to the time of Moses, they were traveling. You can go back to the time of Abraham, they were traveling. They were traveling with Christopher Columbus. They were traveling, at the time of, the Pilgrims. They were going to be traveling 100 years after all of us are gone. Travel always has been, always will be. It is the number 1 searched word on Google Monday through Friday between the hours of 9 and 5. And this is the stuff of dreams. This is the stuff people dream about doing. And that creates an incredible opportunity for all of us here on the line to get involved, because our company is going to set each and every single one of you up with a replicated website, no different than Travelocity, no different than Orbitz. People can go to your site. They can book hotels. They can book rental cars, cruises, vacation packages, excursions, all that kind of stuff. And you get to earn 70 to 80% of the commission. And just a half a dozen bookings can make you $8,000 to $9,000. Well, understand that every single person every single person you bump into this year is going to book travel at some point. And every single one of them would happily give you the business if they knew they could get the same price or better. And again, you'll need a half a dozen bookings for 8 to 9 grand. I mean, what if you got 50 bookings or 100 bookings? And then further, you can share that concept with others and begin to make money on the sales of a team that can spread around the entire globe. And when you get started with our company, we're going to set you up with 3 free vacations. So right out of the gate, the moment you get started, you're going to get 3 free vacations. You get 1 trip to Thailand, which Saida and Sal are taking. You get 1 trip to Mexico. I got a lady there right now, Alicia Mosley. She's a tax professional, came on board with us. She's in Cancun right now at one of the nicest resorts in the world. She's been sending me video from her trip. Again, free vacation. You can go to Acapulco. My wife and I went to Puerto Vallarta. It was absolutely incredible. Puerto Penasco. And you also get 1 free trip in the United States. You can go to Orlando, Daytona Beach, Myrtle Beach, Williamsburg, Virginia, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, Branch, Vegas, Nevada. In fact, my buddy David Haynes from North Carolina, he took the free trip to Vegas. And when he got there, he walks into his room, 2-story entryway, tile floor, big old flat screen TV, gas log fireplace, a big living room with leather couch and furniture, a separate sitting area, full kitchen, with pots, pans, dishes, dishwasher. Goes into the bedroom, king size bed, 2-person jacuzzi tub. These are 5-star accommodations. And again, you get 3 different free trips. And so I'm going to walk you guys through a webinar. I'm going to go it through very, very rapid pace. Now, we want to keep it short. I want you to hear from some people that have come on board. But I just want to give you an overview as to why things are happening with our company, why we're having so much growth, so much success. And of course, as I start this presentation, we always ask people the question, if you had all the time and all the money in the world, what would you do? And the number one answer, around the world, go out, do your own survey, ask 100 people that question. If you had all the time and all the money, what would you do? And again, the number one answer is travel. Again, travel is the thing that people dream about. But when's the last time, people got to go here, go there, do this, do that? And the answer is, really didn't get to do that. And so I know our PowerPoint's moving really slow. I'm not quite sure why we're spinning. So I know that slide just popped up there for you guys, and I'm not quite sure why it's doing this. But anyway, so, travel's the thing that people dream about. As I mentioned, you can come on board with our company. And when you do, we're going to give you the replicated website. We're going to train you in every way, shape, or form. In fact, we have 10 hours worth of training in the back office the second you get started. Plus, you can call the host agency anytime you want. And you can call them again and again and again, say, okay, I got somebody wanting to do this and do that. How do I do it? Where do I go? They literally, take you by the hand and walk you through the entire process. And so, we're going to support you every step of the way. And so I'm going to try to advance through our slideshow. By the way, our company, I don't know why our slides are getting hung up here. Our company, although it is still in pre-launch, the parent company is not new. They are now in their 6th year in business. They've done, millions and millions of dollars in business. They paid millions in commissions all around the world. And of course, the paychecks go out every single week like clockwork. Our CEO and founder, David Hart, he is a world-class entrepreneur. In fact, he was voted Entrepreneur of the Year. He was the runner-up by Inc. magazine when he was only 24 years of age. So I got that screen up there right now. So when he was 24, he was setting records in business and being recognized by Inc. magazine. He pioneered the mobile car washing industry, turned his attention to the direct selling space, and been setting records there ever since. As I mentioned earlier, travel being the largest industry in the world, if you just look at a list of the top 10 internet companies in the world, you'll see that not one of them, but 2 of them are travel companies. And it was Warren Buffett who said, in fact, Warren Buffett being the 3rd richest man on the planet, who said that unless you learn to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. I'm going to repeat that. Unless you learn how to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. And when you think about people who learn to make money while they sleep, that's internet companies. And so when you look at a list of the top 10, you see Amazon, Google, Facebook. These are the bigs of the bigs. And on that list of the top 10, not 1, but 2 are travel companies. And we can teach you guys how to beat them at their own game. In fact, I can prove it to you right now. If you were going to book a trip tomorrow, you would go and you would search all the various sites like everybody does. You go to hotels.com, you go to Orbitz and Travelocity and Trivago and Hotwire, and you're checking here and checking there. And then you suddenly remember, oh, that's right, my mom, she just got into the travel business. So you go to your mom's website and you see that mom's got the exact same trip on the exact same day at the exact same price. My question is, who are you going to give the business to? And we all know the answer. Mom wins 100 out of 100 times, 100%. I mean, what if it was your dad? Dad wins 99 out of 100, right? What if it was your brother? 98 out of 100. And so, you get the idea. When it comes to relationship, if you can get me the same price or better, of course I'm going to give you the business. I mean, if it's the same price, or ideally even better, and then of course I'm going to go with you because I don't know anybody at Expedia. I don't know anybody at Priceline. And our vision is to go out there and set up countless numbers of people in the travel space. So no different than Uber, who has put 6 million drivers on the road to dominate the whole taxi transportation industry. We are going to do the same thing with the travel sites. We're going to put so many people in the travel business where they got their own site and they're telling all their friends, their family, the people they bump into next time you book through me, that we are going to become one of the fastest growing internet companies in the world by our collective efforts and by giving power back to the people, by having all those individuals being able to share in the revenue instead of just a couple of big companies, Expedia and Priceline, hogging it all. And so that's what we're doing. As I mentioned earlier, big time commissions. On the screen, I have 5 different examples. In the left-hand corner, you see the 4-day Mexico cruise. Now, when you see the projected total, that is the amount of commission that can be earned on that trip. So that's not the price of the trip. That's the amount of commission that can be earned. And we're going to. And so if you just book the 5 trips on the screen, again, it's $8,000 to $9,000 that you just earned. By the way, we have fundraisers. You can go to a church and you can say, hey, if you can get 50 people to go on a cruise, you can make $10,000 as a church. By the way, the congregation who decided to go on that cruise gets to write it off as a tax deduction. And you, the person who put it together, also get to make $10,000. So that's what I call a win-win-win. So the church says, hey, we're doing a fundraiser. It's going to be a cruise. Hey, my kind of fundraiser sounds like fun. If you decide to come on the church cruise, you get to write it off and off your taxes. And so, wow, I get the trip for, practically nothing. So I get to write the whole thing off. Plus the church made 10 grand and you, the person who put it together, made 10 grand. So the reason I point that out, there's a lot of ways to make money in the travel space. And again, we're going to train you, support you every step of the way. Our host agency, Pro Travel Network, they've been in business now 20 years. They booked over $250 million in travel. They have access to every vendor. They got the highest commission rates, the deepest discounts of anybody out there. Now, for those of you who are looking at our company, again, I want you to realize that when you get involved with us, you're going to have a home-based business. And having a home-based business is going to entitle you to all kinds of tax deductions. You now get to write off your house. It doesn't matter if you're renting an apartment or own a house or a condo, whether you rent or not. I mean, you still get to write it off. You can write off your house, your spouse, cars, meals, travel, entertainment, cell phones, internet, everything. And, the tax savings alone can save you $300 to $400 a month, even before you book your first trip. So most of you are working somewhere, wherever it is you're working, you're paying taxes, and a lot of taxes are being taken out of your paycheck. And when you open up a home-based business, you're going to get a lot of that money you've been paying in back because of all the tax deductions from that home-based business. So get together with your own tax pros. You can find out more about that. You can Google it. There's books at Barnes and Nobles on it. That's a pretty well-documented concept. Now, there are perks to being a travel agent besides making money. Number one, you now get to travel like a travel agent. And there's even deals that are exclusive to travel agents. They call them fam trips or familiarization trips. Now, this is where a resort is trying to bribe you, the travel agent, to come there. And kind of picture there, if you're a restaurant and you got a food critic coming to your restaurant, I mean, you're going to have the chef make the best meal. You're going to have your best waiter making sure all the linens are clean. I mean, you're going to be trying to impress the food critic, right? Well, the same here. You're a travel agent. You have resorts wanting to bring you down and impress you. Some of the resorts bring you down for free. Free, nothing, costs nothing. Go on vacation, have a great time. One of the perks of being in the travel business. Most of the resorts charge something, but it's pretty small. In fact, my wife and I were just looking at a trip to China. Now, that trip to China, it included the airfare, It included 5-star accommodations. It included all the food. It included a guide who would take us from Beijing to the Great Wall of China to here to there. 10 days, airfare, 5-star accommodations, food, guide, ground transportation, everything, $999. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot go to the local Motel 6 for the next 10 days and eat at the Burger King next door for $999. Yeah, but you can go to China and stay in 5-star accommodations, have incredible food, and see the world. Now, in addition, how would you like to go on a cruise for $25 per day? Or how would you like to go to an all-inclusive resort, which includes all of your food, all of your booze, all of your sunshine, everything? You can go down there for like $63 a day. Or you can go to Cabo San Lucas and all-inclusive for $119 a day. I mean, absolutely just out of this world kind of pricing. And further, you can save money even before you leave town. We happen to have 75,000 restaurants, all kinds of buy one, get one free. In fact, if you come to my town, Temecula, California, the single best place in town for eating breakfast is the Broken Yolk. There's always a line out the door. We go down there, I get a buy one, get one free. We have 75,000 restaurants just like that. We have entertainment discounts. My buddy David just saved $110 on his NFL tickets. We saved $140 taking the kids to Disney. We saved $47 buying my grandkids 3 tickets to Legoland. My friend Desiree saved $260 just going to some shows in Vegas. And so again, there's a myriad of ways to make money or to save money. And when you go stay at hotels or when you book cruises, again, you're a travel agent. You'll never go to hotels.com or Orbitz or Expedia again. That's what the general public does, right? You're now a travel agent. You're going to get to book and the price is in blue. So if you're looking at the screen, the price is in red, and that's what the general public pays. The price is in blue, that's what a travel agent pays. If you look at the Conrad Hotel in New York City, here, normally the Expedia price is $881, but as a travel agent, you get to go for $320 less. You get to go for $561. And so if you like to travel, it's going to save you a fortune. And by the way, we happen to have a hub coming, like a Ticketmaster or StubHub, where people can buy concert tickets, NFL tickets, show tickets, and you guys get to make the commissions on every bit of that. Just like Ticketmaster and StubHub do, that's something we have coming very, very soon. Now, further, we also have incredible shopping discounts. You can buy at rates even lower than what Amazon's selling, quite a bit lower. And I don't care if it's Kate Spade purses, GoPro cameras, Under Armour, Calvin Klein, you name it. We can save you some big time money. Now, to get started, it's $129 one time only, and then it's $69 per month. And that includes everything. That includes your credentials, your training, your replicated websites, your back office, all the support from the agency, all of the vendors. We do all of the accounting. Everything is done for you. All you got to do is point people to your website. And by the way, when you get 3, the entire thing is better than free. Now, in addition, as I mentioned earlier, when you come on board, you are going to get 3 free vacations right out of the gate. So you heard Sal and Saida mention they're going to Thailand for a week. I got people in Cancun right now. I've had people go to Vegas and Gatlinburg and Orlando. Again, you get 3 different free vacations. And I want to implore you to go on your vacation. Because if you go on that 5-star vacation, pull out your mobile phone, you got the HD camera on it, you start Facebook Live-in and, taking video and putting it up on all your social media sites. This is where you're kind of going, look where I'm at. And of course, when you tell people you're on a free vacation, like, whoa, hold on, how'd you get a free vacation? And when you explain the whole thing, they're going to be like, well, hook a brother up. I want to go on a free vacation. As I mentioned, when you get 3, the whole thing is better than free. By the way, so when you get 4, right, you're obviously on the free program. If you can help your 4 get 4, you're now a 1-star director. You're making $300 to $700 a month. If you can help their 4 get 4, you're now a 2-star director. You're making $1,000 to $2,000 a month. If you can help their 4 get 4, you're now knocking on $40,000 a year. If you can help their 4 get 4, you're now $50,000 to $65,000 a year. And folks, we've had people do every bit of that I just described. Everyone's done it in less than a year. We've had people go 2-star director, which is a couple of grand a month. They've done that in 2 weeks. Some have done it in 2 months. Some have done it in 2 quarters. We've had people, they've gone 3-star director. That's about $40,000 a year. They've done it in 90 days. And so my point being is that there's some significant money here on the table. And, we're going to stick around. We're going to train you, tell you what to do, how to launch your business. But what I want to do is I want to turn this call back over to Sal and Saida. I know they've invited some guests on this line tonight, some people I want you to get to hear from. And Sal, I had to mute out the lines there. So if you want to speak, just hit *6. So Sal or Saida, hit *6. That'll unmute your line, and then you'll be able to speak. And I know you got some guest speakers here. And for the guest speaker, same thing. Hit *6. That'll unmute your line, and we'll be able to and hear you.
Can you hear me, Todd?
There you are. We got you, Sal.
Awesome. Okay. Guys, I'm very, very, very happy to have Todd here. And I think we are all a part of a close group here, so we can be very open with you guys. What we have here is a fantasy become a reality. And I like in 2 weeks, I'm going to be in Thailand, and it's something that I've been fantasizing about for a very long time. But when there was an incentive to go, like this free vacation, and I saw the pictures, it is stunning. 7 nights, 8 days at a 5-star resort, and it's all covered. It's amazing how much of an incentive this is. And if you've done right, if you go on this vacation, as Todd mentioned, with the mind frame of, yes, it's for pleasure, but it's also to show how real this is, and sharing that on social media, sharing that with your audience, sharing that with people that's been craving to go and leave their office and see more of the world, that will actually produce you income to the point where you will come back with more money from that trip than you left. And it's completely the opposite for 99% of people that go on a trip. They save money and then they spend it there, and then they come back with less money. We can go for free, make money, and come back with more money. That's what we have here. And there's some people that are taking advantage of this opportunity by doing the activities in there, like the wholesale travel agent membership, which is a 10-hour course, which is an amazing thing to do, because just as Uber has decentralized the taxi industry and Airbnb has decentralized the hotel industry, something is going to happen in the travel space, the biggest industry. And there are people like Judy, a person on our team, a leader on our team, who has gone through the travel agent course and now is a certified travel agent. And I want you to hear from her why she joined this opportunity. What was it like for her to go through the course, and what she plans on doing with this opportunity that's going to allow her to see more of the world. So Judy, if you would hit *6 to unmute yourself and share your story of why you joined this opportunity. What was it like going through that course, and where you see yourself going with this opportunity?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. How are you? It's nice to meet you, Todd. First of all, I want to say thank you to Sal and Saida for asking me to speak tonight, because I'm very humbled by that. Known them for quite some time now, and if you know anything about them, they are going places and they are bringing people with them, and they are just awesome people to be around. So thank you guys for asking me to speak tonight. It really means a lot to me. So yeah, I went through the course. Not gonna lie, blew through that thing in about 3 days. I like to get things done. I'm a little older than Sal and Saida, so I don't have as much time as them, and I want to start traveling. I'm super excited about this company for a couple of reasons, but the main 3 are friends and family, earning money, and traveling. So those are my 3 favorite things in life, not necessarily in that order. Yeah, I guess friends and family first. So I get to work and earn money with my friends and family. I get to do that through traveling with them and making memories. And I get to earn money while I'm doing all that. So to have all those 3 tied into one is just a no-brainer for me. I can't even look at somebody and say I have something to sell you, because it's just not. All you have to do is tell somebody about this, and if they don't get it, don't tell the next person, because they're just taking 2 hours to watch 60 Minutes or something. So, with that being said, after doing the training, I definitely want to branch out as far as fam trips and seeing places that we're seen already. But learning more and more, and just every time I see the presentation over and over again, I do want to actually book trips for people too, so I can not only make other people happy that aren't traveling with me, but I can also earn money I'm making them happy. So it's just a win-win in every way. I'm super excited about it. I've never, ever, I've done network marketing before. I've never seen a compensation plan this easy. I mean, and I don't say easy meaning that, you know, you don't have to do any work. It's just simple. You just have to follow a program and share the opportunity with people. And it's just, this company is more generous than I've ever seen another company in all of my network marketing experience.
Well said, Judy. I'm honored to have you a part of the team. Judy is, for anyone that's met Judy, you know she's the life of the party, and I think she's going to fit in very well with this traveling space, because it's a place where the more fun you have, the more joyful you are, the more that you're able to show people how close they are to these destinations. For example, Thailand, again, I go back to that because it's so unreal. I feel like I'm going to wake up out of a dream and it's going to be just a beautiful dream, but it's actually a reality that you can make those places tangible. And Judy has gone through that course to now be able to do that for others, as well as, you know, on another call, there was a police officer that booked 2 trips for a family that was going to Disney, because he did the travel agent side and became a Disney certified as well. And he made $800. And that was within a few hours by him having the qualification. So instead of people booking with random people, just as, you know, friends do business with friends, they would much rather book with you because they know that you're in that space. And another person that I want to touch upon the course and where he's planning on going is Robert. Robert and I have done business for a long time. He used to be my coworker, actually. We used to work out of a call center of all places. And, you know, that's when you're still trying to make it in life, working at a call center. And it was in these little cubicles, and thankfully we've got out of there, and now the world is our workplace. And I want Robert to touch upon the course itself, what he sees here, and also if he would agree with me in saying that of all the opportunities we've been in, this has the highest ratio of dollar to value. What you're getting for the $129, the fact that you're getting the $69 a month back at the end of the year is just, it's like a savings account for your travel. So Robert, please share with everyone why you've decided to work with this company, and what do you see here and in terms of the value per dollar ratio.
Hi, Sal. Hi, Saida. Hi, Todd. And thank you for having me on the call. I really, I found this opportunity through Sal and Judy, actually, and I really hesitant as far as trying to get into another program. But then as soon as I discovered how easy it is, and exactly right, Sal, the dollar for value that you receive in anything that whatever else we're in, you know, this is by far goes way beyond. So it's been a great opportunity to be a part of, and having those surrounding me and pushing me forward has been a great help. And this is a wonderful team. As far as the videos go, the trainings that I've been going through, they're very easy to follow. They're very clear, and you know, I take notes the whole way, just because I don't want to forget the information. That's how I remember things, and it's been a great value to me and my family. You know, just learning the ins and outs of this industry. You know, it's just opened up new doors for me, and it's fascinating, and it's really discovering a whole new world. And you know what? It's really lit something inside of me that no other opportunity has, and I really appreciate that.
That struck a chord with me about the lit something inside of you, because I will tell you, there's so many other things that we can do with our time, and Robert and I both have other businesses, but I've actually begun diverting more attention to this business, because there's a million ways to make $1 million, but if you could find one that lights something up inside of you that allows you to create memories. I mean, think about somebody doing paperwork at a desk for 8 hours of their day, 5 days of the week, and getting 2 weeks in a year of vacation. If that, what kind of life that would be versus a life that you get excited about, waking out of bed and going to explore the world, and that's how you make money. And that's what the opportunity we have here is, doing that ourselves, and as Robert is doing, becoming a travel agent to do that for others and booking so many other things. And I think Robert is going to actually specialize in certain areas of the travel agent side with the portals of the booking tickets for major events and sporting events and activities that's opening up. So very, very cool stuff. The final person that I want to have them share the experience is Kyle, somebody that got interested in the space because he has a lot of his family members about to do a group travel together. And he saw the travel agent side as a way of him being the travel agent versus some other person at Expedia or Priceline getting that commission. So he's actually gone through the course himself, and I want him to touch upon everything that he values in this opportunity and how he sees this adding a tremendous amount of value and income and a lifestyle that you don't need a vacation from. So Kyle, take it away.
Well, thank you, Sal. Thanks everybody for the invitation to speak tonight. I appreciate that. When I first started looking at it, I've used Expedia, I've used all the discount booking agents online, and the opportunity that this presented just to do my own bookings and saving money was a plus. And then when I dug a little deeper in it with Sal, realizing that by offering it to friends and family and advertising it through like Facebook, you just never know what other opportunities will present themselves. So I signed up for the course. I had a 1-week holiday planned, so I thought I would do the videos through the weekend or through the week, but I actually wrapped it up before I took off for my trip. So they were relatively easy to follow and understand. And the input that they required at the end of each video was 5 minutes of just general comments about what I thought of the videos. And then, as you say, when you're done your 10 videos, you get your certification and all the helplines that are available. If you do run into a problem or you do get one of those tricky bookings, that you can pick up the phone and call anybody. And they're very helpful presenting that help to you. Haven't done much travel, let's say, in the past 10 years as a family. So that's another thing we're looking at, is to set time aside where we can actually travel internationally versus just jumping in a car and taking a 3 or 4 hour road trip. We can actually set time aside, and the money will be there and the trips will be there, that we can just 2-week notice kind of thing, just book up a trip and away we go, enjoy it. And like Sal says, instead of paying the money out for the trip and then paying money while you're on the trip, you're doing everything a little bit backwards, where you're rewarded for traveling. So that's generally the pros that I saw with it.
Well put, Kyle. I'm really, really happy that you joined because of your own practical use for it, and then saw the opportunity as a plus. And that's what we have here for somebody that just wants to utilize the service, utilize wholesale traveling. This is a great opportunity. For somebody that wants to be a travel agent and book trips for others, it's a great opportunity. For somebody that wants to build a business out of this because they see tremendous amount of value. I mean, imagine what you being on a vacation that's paid for by the company is going to do in terms of validating. And that's why it's important, as Todd said, as soon as you can, book that trip for pleasure, yes, but for business as well. And one final thing that I want to mention before turning back to Todd is realize what time of the year we're in front of. We are a few days away from the fourth quarter, actually 4 more months left of the year, but the largest period of travel is about to begin, and we are in the front of that. And if we position ourselves as Kyle has done, as Robert has done, as Judy has done, as travel agents or somebody that can get wholesale travel discounts or can point to a place where you can. Because even if you don't want to do the booking yourself, or you could actually just point to the company and you'll still earn a 25% commission. So realize that all the Christmas holidays are coming up. Everything, the time off from school, the extra bonuses people are going to get to spend time with their friends and family. There's going to be a lot of traveling happening in this time. And it's the perfect amount of time to prepare, to maybe even build up an organization of other people that are also prepared to be travel agents and book for their friends and family, which will do wonders for them as one-time commissions. And as they continue their journey of being a travel agent, that residual income will flow through the entire organization. And one final topic is, don't forget the spillover. Every one of those people that have talked, Robert, Kyle, Judy, especially Judy, has received spillover from the efforts of the person that has brought them into the organization, and they will continue to get spillover from our efforts. And that is the beauty of what we have here, is a beautiful teamwork, synergy. And the more that we grow together, the more that we will help each other fill our organizations and earn together. So it's as leaders, you can not only help your team by providing the tools, motivation, strategies, but here you can actually help build the organization. So putting money in their pockets, and that's what we have here. So thank you for the three of you guys sharing your experience. And these are sincere words that they've shared with you, because, just remember what Robert said, something inside of him lit up. And the same thing has happened to me, to the point where I really want to focus on this, because it's a life that I don't need an escape from. It's not, I do one thing to make money and then I do something else to spend that money. It's the same way that I spend my money, the same way that I make my money. It's like getting paid to have fun. It's unlike anything else. So stay tuned right now as we dive into the strategy, the techniques that Todd has used to become the #1 earner in this company, and how we can follow in his footsteps to get ourselves into these weekly paychecks. By the way, the company pays on their Visa debit card, which is very cool to have. Imagine going out with your friends and being able to pay for the meal with that card, knowing that the money came from your commissions. You can also have that money transferred into your bank account, but it's just cool to have that physical card that says the name of the company, and you can proudly pay for things knowing that it came from your business. So Todd, let's dive into the training of how to take this to the next level, how to create passive residual income with what we have here.
Yeah, can you hear me, Sal?
Yep. Now.
Can you hear me now? Oh, there we go. I had it muted there. By the way, absolutely incredible stories for everybody that shared tonight. And Robert, Kyle, Judy, everybody. I do want to warn you guys, we're going to probably have to hang up this line here in just a handful of minutes, because we have a webinar coming up. We're now at the top of the hour, so we're about 46 minutes after the hour. But just real quick, the skill set that you need to master in our industry is what I call peak, pass, plug. Again, peak, pass, plug. And if you can learn how to peak, how to pass, and how to plug, there are people, I have personal friends that make over $1.3 million per month as distributors in this industry right now. You can be as big as you want to be. You can make as many millions as you want to make. Now, some of you have no goal of making millions. Man, I just want to, take some free vacations. Some of you, I just want to make a few hundred a month. Some of you, hey, I want to make a few thousand a month. Some of you, I just want to be able to quit my job and be able to do this full time, and to be able to do what I want, when I want, with whom I want, because I want. But if you can learn peak, pass, plug, whatever your goal is, you can quickly accomplish it. And, our industry is a little bit interesting because in our kind of an industry, you cannot be the person to do the telling and the selling. Okay, I'll say that again. You cannot be the person to do the telling and the selling. This is an industry of what we call third-party credibility. There's a great scripture out of the Bible that says you cannot be a prophet in your own land. And the same is true here. You're going to find out that your friends, your family, the people you bump into, they're like your kids. Now, some of you probably don't have kids. You're younger. But, if you had kids, or, you got parents, right? You are the kids. Well, hey, kids, you love your parents, you trust your parents, but you won't listen to them, right? So your friends and family the same way. Love you, trust you, will not listen to you. And so in our business, if you can learn just to ask a peak question, hey, do you like to travel? Hey, if I could show you how to get paid to travel, is that the kind of thing you might want to know more about? Hey, if I could show you how to travel for pennies on the dollar and get paid to do it, is that the kind of thing you might want to know more about? And so again, very, very simple question. When somebody says, yeah, tell me more about that. Or, hey, do you keep your options open to making money outside of what it is you currently do for a living? Again, hey, tell me more about that. Hey, we got a 2-minute video that you can send them. In fact, any one of you can go to movement.p2stravel.com. Again, movement.p2stravel.com. And that is the 2-minute video. And when you say, hey, look, I'm going to send you a 2-minute video, check it out. If you like what you see, I'll tell you how to find out more. Fair enough. I've never had anybody say that's not fair. Yeah, I'm going to send you a 2-minute video. Check it out. If you like what you see, I'll tell you how to find out more. Fair enough? Absolutely. So you send them the 2-minute video. Hey, based on what you saw, would you like to find out more? Again, based on what you saw, would you like to find out more? Yeah. They send them to our 18-minute webinar at www.paid2savehangout.com. Now, Sal has all these addresses. So again, paid, like you want to get paid. The number 2, that's the numeric 2. Save, like you want to save money. Hang out, like we're going to hang out in Thailand. Paid2savehangout.com. So that is the 18-minute webinar. When that is done, then you want to plug. You want to get them on a 3-way phone call. It's just kind of like we're doing right here on a conference call line. You want them to hear other people's stories. You want them to hear about Sal's free vacation, Saida's free vacation. You want them to hear about why, how so-and-so went through the training and now they're getting their credentials and they're wanting to book some travel. You want them to hear, like I had a gentleman on our corporate update call on Monday. His name's Ron Cole, and he's a retired police officer. And he got involved in our company, and he became a Disney specialist when he booked a Disney trip, and he made $800 in an hour. So for 1 hour's worth of work, he made $800. Well, then he had 3 more people come book, and he made another $2,500. And now he's got a 35-person cruise he's putting together where he's going to make $15,000. Plus, he's become a 1-star like Sal and Saida, which means he's making $500 a month. He's already in his first, 4 or 6 weeks of being in our company, generated $24,000 in commission. And he's only been here 6 weeks. I mean, what do you think he's going to be 6 weeks from now? What do you think he's going to be 6 months from now? And so, just getting started. You want people to hear those stories. You want to hear people hear, from Alton Stevenson Jr., who got involved in our company and bam, became an ambassador, making $65,000 a year. You want them to hear, from Rosa Battle. She was with a previous company where she earned over $1 million. In fact, they gave her a Bentley. She's driving a Bentley right now for free. She earned that Bentley through the previous company. The company she was in before that, she also earned over $1 million. And she does our webinars on Sunday night. This is a lady who's made millions. And she came to our company. Why do you think that is? To make less money? I don't think so. She came here because she wants to make even more money. And she believes this is the place to do it. You want your people to hear from Rosa Battle. My point being is that you peak. Hey, do you like to travel? Hey, if I could show you how to travel for pennies on the dollar and get paid to do it, is that the kind of thing you might want to know more about? You pass. Hey, check out this 2-minute video. Check out this 18-minute video, and then you plug. Get them on the phone with other people so they can hear their stories. And notice that in the description I just gave you, nowhere were you answering any questions. Nowhere were you having to explain the business. Nowhere were you having to have the answers or be the expert. And I'm telling you that if you try to be the expert, if you try to be the person who has all the answers, it does not go anywhere. For whatever reason, people say, yeah, it sounds kind of good. Let me think about it. And they don't do it. They just don't. In fact, my friend Wendy Hogue, just today, said, man, I've kind of been doing some stuff and, and I got a lot of people interested, but not much has happened. I said, well, you're not doing 3-ways. She put 2 people on the phone. She's got 2 signups. And so I'm telling you, every one of you need to put my phone number in your phone. And my phone number is 951-445-9500. Again, 951-445-9500. You can get that from Salah Saida. But again, you can friend me on Facebook. But anybody you're talking to, I want to talk to, as they get to hear my story. Because again, I'm absolutely living the dream, gang. I have 6 Saturdays, 1 Sunday. I get up when I'm done sleeping. I'm able to do what I want, when I want, with whom I want, because I want. And so, it's just a different way to live life. And I think that most people today, even more than having big money, more than having mansions and Ferraris. Don't get me wrong, all those things are nice, right? But even more than that, if I could just make a great living, I could pay my bills, no problem. I go out to dinner, we travel, we go here, we go there. And I'm able to do what I want, when I want, with whom I want. I don't have a job. I'm not having to punch the clock. I don't have a boss that's spelled backwards, double SOB. So I don't have any of that. I think that that's what people really, really want. And we can show them how to get that in 12 months, 24 months. We can absolutely change somebody's life. So, hey, gang, we've got to bring this call to a close. The next webinar starting up. But I appreciate all of you guys being here. We'll do this again. Hey, Sal, Saeed, I appreciate your leadership. For everyone that spoke on the line, you guys all have great stories. You did phenomenal. Call me. I look forward to getting to know each and every single one of you. And with that, we're going to close it up for the next webinar. By the way, get on the next webinar. You're going to hear Carol and Maria Roberts, two of the very best in the entire industry. They've made millions in this industry. And so if you're not doing anything, tune into the next webinar because you're going to hear an all-pro couple. Again, Daryl and Maria Roberts out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And you're going to definitely want to hear what they have to say. So, hey, guys, we appreciate you. With that, we're going to sign off for now. Bye, everybody.